morning. You're gonna hang out with me for the day. It's one of those little bitsy days. It's what I call them anyway. I've shifted a couple of things in the schedule. So Monday to Wednesday, I spend all that time on the tarot cards, which has been really good because it really allows me a big chunk of time to really focus on painting. And maybe if you've noticed, the videos are being uploaded a day later. When I edit on Fridays, it just makes things just so much easier to leave the video for the end of the week. It's one of those bitsy days where I've kind of left everything that I've been meaning to do for the whole week has now landed to today, which is the 1st of April. April Fools! How did that happen? How is it April? It only feels like February still. Whoa, whiplash. So what I have to do is I have to send out some mail, everyone's favorite task, but it has to be done. You saw me earlier, I put a bunch of boxes over in that corner because I ordered some new stiff envelopes and I need to shove them in the shipping bay area. And just kind of organize everything in there because it's a right mess. I'm not going to organize it today. I'm just going to shove it in there and then figure it out later at another day. I also have to post on Patreon. Hang on, I need some water. Before I get some water, I switch over to water. After my tea, I haven't been drinking coffee for the last year or so actually. I love coffee, but coffee does not love me. So I've switched over to tea and I make sure that it's like really strong tea. That's why you saw the loose leaf tea, because it's got an equal amount of caffeine as coffee, but it doesn't have any of the acid. So here's the family mug. It features my little sister who's a baby here and she's now currently 14, so that's why this mug is bashed up and really old. Let's talk about what is going to happen today. Send mail. I'm gonna do that, just some mail from my shop at zekeslunchbox.com if you want to buy something. I have to post on Patreon. At the beginning of every month, I do my feedback emails and then also a video portion. I will talk more about Patreon later on when we get to drawing. Just have to update everybody on Patreon and also post some of the latest cards on there as well because people on Patreon get them first. I have this gorgeous protea that I got last month, at the beginning of last month, which was March. Still so wigged out that it's April. It's actually dried out and dead now, but it's still really beautiful and massive. And I've been wanting to draw it for forever. So currently I'm working on a tarot card deck. If you've been here for a while, you're very excited for it to come out. So am I. It's going to come out later this year and we're going to do a big Kickstarter for it. If you're new here, playlist down below of the tarot card project so you can catch up with it all. I am currently working on the pentacles. I'm calling them coins because for me, when I've been drawing them, they look more like coins than they are pentacles. Like the pentacles, the star, the coin does include it, but to me it's just a coin. Like in my brain, it's a coin. So they can be interchangeable. And also for just technical reasons, when I have to write the ace of coins, I prefer the shorter word than the longer word. Just the designer in me wants like less words and less letters. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. And the coins have a lot of flowers in them and I'm not the best when it comes to drawing flowers, so I want to go around the garden. We're gonna pick some flowers, gonna draw that protea, maybe even draw some other things around the house. Just a little still life session because I really need to up my skills with flowers, so that's what we're gonna do later on as well. I was also sent one of these a couple of months ago and we're going to test out this Huon tablet as well, just to see what it's like. When I opened it up a couple of months ago, it has like a really cool dial on it. Anyway, we're gonna test this out later on. And then lastly, when I ordered all of the packaging stuff, I also discovered that you can get colored labels for thermal printers. So the one that's loaded up in my printer right now is a green one, and I also have a pink one, and I'd like to design some stickers just for like shipping purposes. See what line art I have so we can print that and see what that looks like, because I think that'll just be really exciting. I get to make my own stickers. Yeah, I definitely want to try one with the Zeke's Lunchbox logo and the Zeke's Lunchbox Arcana Moth, which is the tarot card logo symbol that I've been using. And I think that's it. That sounds like a lot already, so let's just stick with that. All right, here's my little printer printer, the little printer that could. Look, it's a really clunky, messy setup. You can see in there, that's where the green label is at. Here are the tester samples that I made. I'm just using the Dymo label program. Because the label stuff is shiny, I was skeptical on whether or not it actually worked because the other stuff that I have is not shiny. It's like a matte finish, just, you know, boring old white regular sticker paper. I did test it out, and because it's a thermal heater, you know, it did print. By the way, a thermal heater just, you know, uses heat to do the outlines of an image or writing, so it only does black, just FYI. So that's why I wanted to get colored labels, so I can actually print something out that isn't just utilitarian, you know? I am on the hunt for more of these colorful labels, especially I have seen people like have circular stickers as well, so if you guys have a hookup, let me know, because I was looking everywhere and these were like weird, almost sold out forever, the last rolls on the shop, which I think is like inkjet.com. I don't know, it's like one of those small Australian stores. Interestingly enough, I got this package a couple months ago, like I mentioned, and it had this sticker on it. I don't think this is thermal printed. No, it's just a normal printed sticker, but I did like this as inspiration, however, so I don't think I'm gonna get the final results I want today, but let's just play around and see what I've got in the archives and see all the combinations we can make. This is the normal like printing roll that I normally use just to print my shipping labels. I buy all of my shipping at home and then I can just drop it off. That way I'm not like lining up and paying for the shipping and they're weighing it and overcharging me. This way I can just do it myself and it's a lot easier. That's the size comparison of the two of them. Look, it's a bit of a weird shape for a sticker. I'd like to try and figure out some way to like use the whole thing or like really take in consideration the space and the canvas of the sticker. But we'll see what I've got in the archives. And here's another label, another roll of stickers. This one I used for my snail mail. Like I was saying, I need a new system of how to store these because this ain't it. This is not it. So, let me think. Maybe if I go into branding, ultimately I'd like to just print that, really. Print that and let's see what that looks like. I think on the pink label that works, that fits the branding of Zeke's Lunchbox. The green one is a bit weird. For the green one, let's just not overthink it and go for something kind of floral. I'm just trying to think what sort of like outline things that I have, because I don't have many. I do have my old pin design, my old painting that became a pin and now is just not being used at all, but the frog gets mentioned so much and people talk about this frog piece quite a lot, so I feel like I should use him a little bit more. I think he just has so much personality and he's a little weird. Yeah, I think he'll work. Okay, so I'll use that one as well. Illustration here is on Illustrator. It's like a vector. This is the file that I use to make my pins, so that's all ready to go and it's really editable, which is good. I'm just trying to think of like lots of artworks that I already have that would be easy to edit. All right, let's just start off with those two and see how we go. First up, let me measure this so we have an accurate canvas. I just realized that I don't actually need to print these in the Dymo program. I can just do them, like open it up as a regular PDF and just print that. So it's 10 centimeters by 5.5 centimeters. I'll put on screen what it is in inches for all my Americanos out there. Or, you know, you could just learn the metric system. This piece is so cute. I need to use this way more. Like, look how cute. I'm sure the graphic designers out there who draw with Illustrator more regularly, I'm sure there's a quicker way for me to delete all of these colors. Sometimes it's like, is it quicker for me to just do it or look it up, you know? Always asking the tough questions. Oh my god, this wing, dying, so cute. And then his little smiley face titties, his sad little nips. All right, now I'm gonna shrink him down so he actually fits on here. I'd say this illustration's done enough to get a decent result for the experiment of seeing what the labels could potentially look like. I'm just gonna send to him. See what I mean on like these sides here, it feels like a lot of negative space. It feels like an awkward amount of negative space to me. So I feel like I'll need to figure out some kind of maybe a border, or maybe I could like put him on the side and give him like a single flower or a mushroom on the other side. We'll see. But for right now, I think this works to get a decent idea of what the label will look like. So let's export this and print it out. Alright, so I printed out the Arcana Moth sticker. As you can see, both of them are strangely, like, the designs kind of tilt more over that way. They're not centered, and I think that'll just require me tinkering around with the printer a little bit more. But as you can see with the moth, the line art is a little bit thicker, and therefore I think just looks stronger. So I'll have to do that over for little frog boy over here. But I think the experiment has gone down pretty well. Don't worry, these stickers won't be wasted. They will be going right into my sketchbook, as well as all the other little samples. I'll find a good home and collage with them and play around with them. But those are pretty good. I'll have to refine them a little bit further, but yeah, you guys, we have stickers. How exciting. I can make my own stickers at home. Did you hear them say possum?
Got it. Is there a possum?
They were like, possum, here kitty kitty.
Aww.
Now, for some reason, I thought it was a smart idea to tinker with my GoPro settings, and in doing so, I've made the frame rate really weird and jittery, so for the next couple of minutes, just bear with me and hang in there. I promise we'll get through this together.
Yeah, right. Oh my god.
Really cool.
That's so sick. That grade as well is so like, this reminds me of like that guy from the UK who draws like surreal shit, but it's like usually in black and white and like goblins and aliens. He's kind of like a punk Mobius.
Yeah. Peter Universe?
Yeah. Peter Shop Universe.
Yes.
Or Peter Shop Universe, yeah. Oh my god, I'm floppy over these green stickers so much.
There's construction next door, so it's just been so noisy and has gone on for such a long time because obviously the pandy slowed everything down, so they've been working at like the slowest pace, just driving me crazy. It's such a beautiful day. I'm really considering going out for lunch with Rel. A little crisp, but really warm, not a cloud in the sky. Do you want to go out for lunch?
Yes, let's do it. Let's go. Woo!
Rel's having a chili scramble, and then I'm having like a big halloumi salad with greens. Yum! It's a beautiful day. As soon as I got home, I received some mail. Some mail out, some mail in. So, I truly have no idea what this is. Oh! It's probably our samples. Aha! Ooh. Ooh, okay. Since we're getting into the final stages of the tarot card making, I've popped my regular Rider-Waite deck into this box to really get a good feel of it, because this is the sort of shaped box that we will be using for our deck. Out of all the samples that they gave me, this was like the easiest to open up. It also felt like the most solid, so get used to the idea of the tarot deck being in a telescoping box. You can see it's got little bits here for where your thumbs can slip in and open the box. It's got like a nice like vacuum sort of feeling when it opens and closes. Out of all of them, it just has the nicest feel. Working on a couple of other extras for the Kickstarter. So last time we did the Kickstarter, we did the 2 special edition gold foil prints, and we also did the big fabric banner. And this time around, we're thinking of doing a tote bag and a scarf. So we're getting samples for the scarf. Let me get it. I believe this is the silk scarf that we're getting a sample of. This one was quite expensive to get printed on, but you can see that the printing is really, really sharp, which means I can get lots of lovely detail of my artwork into the fabric. It is also silk, so it is like quite decadent, which to me feels pretty on brand for Zeke's Lunchbox. And not only can you use the scarf for, you know, regular scarfing reasons, you can also use it as a place to pop your tarot cards. Potentially, again, this is all stuff that we're thinking of. So, you know, you can possibly put down your tarot cards on the actual scarf as a place to do your readings. If that's of interest to you, pop it in the comments, and if you're definitely super keen on like a Zeke's Lunchbox scarf in the Kickstarter, comment below. For me, this is a really lovely scale for the scarf. I think it's a really good size. It looks like it's about just short of 1 meter by 1 meter. Really beautiful. This is luxe, super luxe. If we can afford to do this, I definitely want to. This isn't a sample, but this is I believe some art stuff. Some pretty boring things from Amazon, but I got a new light because around the desk, I've got the 2 lights on either side, but I need one that's like kind of coming in the middle just to avoid a few more shadows. So I'll open that up later and see. For my digital drawing screen, the Cintiq Wacom, I've just been sharing the keyboard that I currently have, and I wanted a keyboard that was specifically for the Wacom. So when I draw, I'm using like this keyboard, and a lot of the quick keys are over here, and then to make the brushes bigger, it's over here. So my hand is moving quite a lot, and all of this stuff in the middle is just wasted space in the keyboard. So what I wanted to do was replace it with a smaller mini keyboard. I can program all of these specifically for the Wacom Cintiq, so everything's just a lot more efficient. That's the theory anyway. We'll see. It also lights up in a rainbow. Oh yeah, baby. I got, a bunch of gouache. Oh yes. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so this is the acrylic gouache. If you know, you know. I have had a bunch of other tubes for quite some time, and I've been wanting to expand the colors that I have with this particular paint, so excited to add these to the collection. I definitely need to rearrange all my art tools soon. I'm considering making a video of like organizing all of my art tools. If that's something you're interested in, comment below, because I need to do just a big overhaul of where all my tools are and where all my paint is, because it's just strewn throughout the whole studio right now, and it drives me crazy because I forget that I have stuff. All right, you guys, a little quick unexpected haul. Exciting stuff. Somebody mentioned to show my pre-drawing or pre-art routine, like what do I get ready to start getting into the mindset of making art, and I thought that was a pretty cool, interesting little bit to show. It's something that's so instinctive to me, I never think about showing that, so yeah, I think the pre-ritual and like getting into the mindset of drawing is kind of essential. So first thing I do is clean up. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna go around the house, maybe go in the garden to pick out some plants, and then get to drawing. And we can experiment with some new gouache too. So here's some examples of another study of the pothos in my space. And then here is just a little observational drawing post-dinner in our living room. And those are all of our old dishes with the Monstera in the corner. Possibly something like this, but with more color and more depth. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. I've got the first layer on. While that is drying, I'm going to move over to this planter over here. He's looking a little sad because it's a bit hot today. But yes, this is what I'm drawing. Currently trying to get a couple of elements of my desk. This area here of the protea is insane to draw. It's going to require a couple of layers, and I'll move over to the gouache to get that texture up in that section. But yeah, apart from the noise, it's been nice and relaxing so far. Okay folks, this is what I've got going on. A cute little desk spread. Obviously with the 2 pages they're a little bit disjointed because if I drew it realistically the giraffe would be like slanting off the page. While that's drying, I'm gonna have a little break away from filming. I'm just gonna go and drink some water and sit on the couch. So see you in a bit. I was sent this Huon tablet a couple months back, like I said at the top of the video. I'm currently waiting for the giraffe to dry before I can finish it off. It's a late afternoon, so late arvo I start to get really tired. So I'm gonna call it a day soon. So that means that I won't be going through and testing out this Huon tablet completely or at all. I'm gonna save that for a different video, but let's do a little unboxing. Ooh. That's so funny how I showed you guys how I just got my mini keyboard. This tablet comes with a keyboard already in it. So when you're using your quick keys, it's already there, ready to go. I'm excited to test this out, and thanks to Huon for sending it over so we can have a little play. So this video will be coming soon. Not sponsored, but they did send it to me. I'm really interested to see how it all works out, and the efficiency of the keys being right here. Especially it's got a little dial here too, so I feel like that's gonna be essential for editing, really. Okay, you guys, this is the finished spread. A very cute little segment of the desk. Makes the desk feel very idyllic, actually. I found the bud area very challenging when drawing the flower. All those little segments, I was trying to go for more of a impressionist vibe with it. Something I feel like I need to practice a little bit further. And yeah, here's just a little segment of the giraffe with the Pelia plants. The little sad baby plants. I also managed to use the stickers, which I'm pretty happy about. Coincidentally, this whole section became about cute animal bombs. Funny how things like that kind of work out. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think you guys seeing me draw in the afternoon is a really accurate portrayal of me actually squeezing in some drawing time, because as you saw, there's so many other little doodads that need to be done prior. But happy to squeeze in some drawing. Alright you guys, I'm going to call it for today. I hope you've had a fun time tagging along, seeing what I've been up to, and seeing what these sort of bitsy days are like, where I've got lots of little things to do. Let me know what your favorite part in the video was. Comment below what segment was your favorite. And out of the 2 pages in the sketchbook, let me know which one your favorite page is. Is it the giraffe or the protea? Let me know in the comments. I will see you guys next week for the Huon tablet review. I'm excited and intrigued to see what that's all about. And if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a patron. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you later. Bye.